is root 3 over 2.
Yes, that's correct. Root 3 over 2. Okay. So we'll discuss some more questions now
Okay.
that are find the value of, it says of cos inverse minus root 3 over 2 plus pi by 6. We have to find this value. Now, first of all, we'll start from cos inverse minus root 3 over 2. So we know that cos 180, we'll write in the form of, we'll write in radians. So cos pi minus x is equal to minus cos x. Okay. And now what we'll do is we'll put the value of x as pi by 6. So why are we putting the value of x pi by 6? See, cos pi by 6, which is equal to root 3 by 2. So that will be minus root 3 over 2. Now cos pi minus pi by 6 is equal to cos 5 pi by 6. To find the principal value of cos inverse of any function, cos inverse of any value which is negative, we have to apply this method. So that will be minus root 3 over 2. So cos inverse minus root 3 over 2 is equal to 5 pi by 6. So we got the value of cos inverse. Cos inverse minus root 3 over 2. So now from here we can write that cos inverse minus root 3 over 2, that was 5 pi by 6. 5 pi by 6. That's been added to pi by 6. So the answer is cos 6 pi by 6, which is equal to cos pi. And cos pi, Shruti, what's the value of cos pi?
Cos pi is 180 degrees.
Yes. So we'll write that as cos 180 degrees. And we know the formula. We know the formula cos 180 minus theta. To find the cos or sine of, to find the cos of obtuse angles, we have to apply this formula. So that will be cos 180 minus 0 is equal to minus cos 0. So cos 180 will be equal to minus 1. So the answer will be minus 1. So that's our answer. Okay.
Okay.
Now we'll move to the next question. It's okay. First, I'll discuss the formula. Then we'll see what's the question. So tan inverse. Uh, we'll see. Write the simplest form. Write the simplest form of tan inverse cos x over 1 minus sin x. We have to write the simplest form of this. Mm, okay, for now I'll be discussing the formula first. So tan inverse A plus tan inverse B is equal to tan inverse A plus B over 1 minus AB. AB is multiplied here. Okay. Similarly, we do have a formula in the trigonometry, that's tan A plus B is equal to tan A plus plus tan B over 1 minus tan A tan B. That's the formula. Now, if one of the angle is x and one of the angle is pi by 4, so we'll be getting tan pi by 4 plus tan x by 1 minus tan pi by 4 multiplied by tan x. So we got this. Now we'll put the value of tan pi by 4, so that will be equal to 1 plus tan x over 1 minus tan x. We have put the value of tan pi by 4, which is equal to 1. So we got this. Now we'll come back to the question. So we have to simplify this. To simplify, I'll write tan inverse cos x multiplied by 1 plus sin x divided by 1 minus sin x into 1 plus sin x. So I have multiplied the numerator and denominator with 1 plus sin x. So why are we doing that? You'll see. That's 1 plus sin x over, in the denominator we will be having 1 minus sin square x, that will be a square minus b square. So tan inverse okay, or else we can do something else. So there's a formula for cos x. There's a formula for cos x. See, cos 2x is equal to, or cos 2 theta is equal to cos square theta minus sin square theta. Okay, Shruti, you can also note down these formulas. It will help you later on. And sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta multiplied by cos theta. So you can see that the angles are being halved here. It's theta, then it's 2 theta, then it's theta. So the angles are being halved here. Okay. Now tan inverse So that will be tan inverse cos x we can write as cos square x by 2. You can stop me whenever you feel that you are not understanding.
Okay.
So the angles are being halved here, and then 1 minus 2 sin x over 2 and cos x over 2. So this is the first step to simplify that. Now it will be tan inverse cos square x over 2 minus sin square x over 2 divided by this one will write as sin square x over 2 plus cos square x over 2 minus 2 sin x over 2 and cos x over 2. So in the denominator we can see that this is sin x by 2 plus cos x by 2 whole square. It's in the form of a square plus b square minus 2ab. So that's equal to tan inverse cos square x over 2 minus sin square x over 2 divided by sin x by 2 minus cos x by 2 whole square. Now I'm skipping the next step here. What we'll do is in the numerator we will factorize that in the form of a plus b, a minus b. So one of the terms we'll be getting is cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. Okay, so I won't skip the step. I'll write it sin x by 2. We have factorized the part in the numerator. Now in the denominator, okay, this is the denominator. And Shruti, is there something being cancelled out? That's this minus 1. The minus part, sin x by 2 minus cos x by 2, one of them are being cancelled out. So this will be cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 over sin x by 2 minus cos x by 2. So this is we got. This is what we got. Now I will divide the numerator and denominator by cos x over 2. So cos x over 2 plus, so, okay, I'll write it directly. So in the numerator we'll be having 1 plus tan x by 2 over 1 minus tan x by 2 in the denominator. So this value is equal to tan inverse pi by 4 plus x over 2. So we have discussed this formula here. Mm, okay, so we have discussed this formula here and we have applied that in the last. So this is how we'll be simplifying that one. Okay, so now we'll move to the next question. The question is find x. Find x. Now the equation given is tan inverse 2x plus tan inverse 3x is equal to pi over 4. So we'll be adding both of the tan inverse and we'll be putting that in under one tan inverse. So that's tan inverse. So okay, again, what's the formula to add both of them? Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse. It will be inside one of them, or one tan inverse. That will be x plus y and x1 minus xy. So we'll apply the same here. So tan inverse 2x plus 3x over 1 minus 2x multiplied by 3x is equal to pi by 4. And now in the next step, we'll transfer it to the other side, the tan inverse. So we'll have 5x over 1 minus 6x is equal to 10 pi by 4. So 5x over 1 minus 6x is equal to 1, because 10 pi by 4 is equal to 1. So 5x is equal to 1 minus 6x. This denominator has been multiplied with 1. Okay. So this was 6x square, sorry. So 6x square plus 5x minus 1 is equal to 0. So we got this quadratic equation to solve. Shruti, can you solve this quadratic equation?
Yes.
Okay, try to solve it.
-1 and 1/6.
Okay, that's correct. So both of them are the values. Can you tell me again?
-1
Negative
and
1,
1/6.
1 over 6. Okay. So all of this was inside tan inverse. So the value of x must be inside this range, that's minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. We can see that minus 1 is both of them are inside the range, so that's correct. Both of them will be our answers. Okay. You can stop me whenever you have a doubt in any of the questions.
Okay.
Okay. So for the next question, we have to find the value of x. We have to find the value of x. Mhm. Okay. Uh, just a minute. I'm seeing the questions. Okay. The next question is we do not have to find. There's no x here. We have to just find what's tan inverse 1 plus tan inverse 2 plus tan inverse 3. We have to find this value. Now, what we'll do is we'll first add two tan inverses. We'll add these two using the formula, then we'll add the answer with tan inverse 1. So we have tan inverse 1 plus tan inverse, we'll have them inside one tan inverse, so that will be 2 plus 3, 1, 1 minus 2 into 3, which is equal to tan inverse 1 plus tan inverse 5 over 1 minus 6, which is equal to tan inverse 1 plus tan inverse okay, that will be equal to tan inverse 5 over minus 6. Okay, I got okay, that's correct. So that will be tan inverse 1 plus no, this was minus 5, sorry. 1 minus 6, that's minus 5. So that's tan inverse minus 1. Okay, and we know that we can take out minus 1 from tan inverse, so that will be minus tan inverse 1. So the answer is 0. The answer here is 0. Just a minute, I think I did something wrong here. Okay, so we won't be writing it like this, it's wrong. What we'll be doing is, we'll write it as tan inverse 1. Okay, that will be 0. Just a minute, I'm looking at the solution. I think there's something wrong here. Okay, for now I'm writing the solution like this. I'll tell you when I figure out if there's something wrong with it. Okay, now for the next question. Okay, for the next question we have sine of sine inverse 1 over 5 plus cos inverse x is equal to 1. So we will transfer we have to find the value of x. So we'll transfer sine that side. So we'll have sine inverse 1 over 5 plus cos inverse x is equal to sine inverse 1. So we know that okay, sine inverse 1 over 5 plus cos inverse x is equal to sine inverse 1. The value of sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. So now we'll use a formula here, sine inverse a plus cos inverse a is equal to pi by 2. This is a formula. So by the formula we can compare the value of a is 1 by 5. So the value of a here will be x will be a. That's 1 by 5. So the value of x will be 1/5. The value of x is 1/5. So we got the value of x here. Okay. Now for the next question, we have proved that cos of 2 cot inverse 1 minus x over 1 plus x plus x is equal to 0. Okay. Now first we'll simplify this thing, we'll simplify it. So that's cos. Okay, I'll write just this value, then we'll substitute it. I'll write the value cot inverse 1 minus x over 1 plus x. I'll write just this. Okay, we have discussed some formula. This formula also you can write cos 2x is equal to cos square x minus sin square x. Because we can also write this in other forms. That's 2 cos square x minus 1 or 1 minus 2 sine square x. We can also write it like this, or we can write it like in the form of 10. So that would be 1 minus 10 square x over 1 plus 10 square x. All of these are formula of cos 2x. You have to remember these.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'll assume that x is equal to I'll assume it as sine theta. X is equal to sine theta. So cot inverse 1 minus sine theta over 1 plus sine theta. Okay. Now it's equal to cot inverse 1 minus sine theta. I think that was inside a root, so there will be a root. 1 minus sine theta 1 plus sine theta by 1 plus sine theta whole square. So that will be equal to cos inverse 1 minus sine. Okay, in the numerator it's 1 minus sine square theta. In the denominator it's 1 plus sine theta whole square. Okay, so that's cot inverse 1 cot inverse cos square theta over 1 plus sine theta whole square. It's inside a root. So cot inverse cos theta over 1 plus sine theta. Okay, this has been taken out of the root. And in the previous problem, we have solved this. So I'll just make it a little fast. So that will be cos square theta over 2 minus sine square theta over 2 divided by cos square theta over 2 plus sine square there will be not a square here. Theta by 2 whole square. We have already solved this in the previous problem. So the answer will be cot inverse. We have divided that, and we can write it 1 minus 10 x by 2 over 1 plus 10 x by 2. Okay, and there's a formula we will use here. It's 10 inverse x is equal to cot inverse 1 over x, or cot inverse 1 over x is equal to tan inverse x. So whenever we reciprocal the value inside tan inverse, it will become cot inverse, and the value inside cot inverse will be reciprocal, it will become tan inverse. So tan inverse 1 plus tan x by 2 over 1 minus tan x by 2. So that's equal to tan inverse 10 pi by 4 minus x by 2. So this is equal to pi by 4 minus theta. Sorry, this was theta, minus theta by 2. Now we'll put the value here. Okay. Okay. We'll put this value here. So we'll get cos 2. Okay, cot inverse this value we have found, and it was pi by 4 plus x by 2. So this is our value, plus x. We are solving the left hand side. So that's cos pi by 2 plus x. 2 has been multiplied. Sorry, this was theta and this was x.
Okay.
That was theta there. And this will be pi by 2 after multiplying. This was pi by 2 plus x plus theta, sorry, plus x. So cos pi by 2 plus theta is equal to minus sine theta plus x, and the value of x was sine theta. So it will be minus x plus x, that's equal to 0. So it has been proved that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Okay, now we'll move to the next question. It says in the next question, okay, so cos inverse, it's given that cos inverse x is equal to tan inverse x, and we have to show that sine of cos inverse x is equal to x square. So we'll okay, I'll tell you where to start problems like this. See, this is a sine and this is a cos inverse. So we will convert cos inverse in the form of sine here. So theta is equal to cos inverse x. We are starting from the left hand side. Then we will make it the right hand side. We will make it equal to the right hand side. Okay, now we'll draw a triangle. Cos theta will be equal to x, which will be equal to base over hypotenuse. So if this is the angle theta, there will be a base and there will be a hypotenuse. The value of base is x and the value of hypotenuse is 1. So perpendicular will be 1 minus x square. This is the perpendicular. Now in the question it says that tan inverse x, tan inverse, okay, tan inverse x is equal to cos inverse x. So we'll find the value of cos inverse x from here. I think we can, find it. Okay, first of all we'll convert it into sine, then we'll see what happens. So sine theta will be equal to 1 minus x square over 1. So that's the perpendicular over base, perpendicular over hypotenuse. So theta is equal to sine inverse 1 minus x square. That's equal to sine inverse 1 minus x square. Now we'll substitute this value in the given equation on the left hand side. So it will become sine of sine inverse 1 minus x square. Okay. Now, we'll have the answer as 1 minus x square. So this is the answer we are getting. But it's not matching the right hand side of the equation. So we'll use the condition. The condition is cos inverse x is equal to tan inverse x in the question. It's given like this. So here we will convert cos inverse x into tan inverse x. In the given triangle, we can see that tan theta is equal to 1 minus x square under root over x. That's the perpendicular over base. So cos inverse x we can write as tan inverse 1 minus x square under root over x, which is equal to tan inverse x. So tan inverse will be removed both sides. So 1 minus x square under root equals by x equals x. Okay. So 1 minus x square under root I think it was 1. Okay. We are going. Or we can write simply from here that 1 minus x square is equal to x square. We'll be removing tan. So 1 minus x square is x square. So the answer here it will be okay. So the value of theta we got 1 minus x square. The value of theta was 1 minus x square. So just a minute. Okay, so from here we got that 1 minus x square is equal to x square. So this will be our answer. 1 minus x square is equal to x square. So we have simplified that. Sine of cos inverse x is equal to x square. We have simplified this and we got our answer. Okay, we can do one more question. Okay, now we have to find the value of x, and it says that sine inverse, it's given that sine inverse 5 over x plus sine inverse 12 over x is equal to pi over 2, pi by 2. So we have to find the value of x here. So we are going to use the formula sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So we can see that this is in the form of sine inverse, this is in the form of sine inverse, but here it is in the form of cos inverse. So this one will convert it into cos. So to convert it into cos, we have to draw a triangle. So we'll draw a triangle and we'll write theta is equal to sine inverse 12 over x. So sine theta is equal to 12 over x. So the perpendicular of theta, that's the opposite side, is 12. The hypotenuse is x. And the base will be under root x square minus 12 square. So that will be our base. Now we can write here that cos theta is equal to base, that's x square minus 12 square, over hypotenuse, that's x. So we got the value of, so theta will be equal to cos inverse x square minus 12 square under root over x. So we got this value. Now we'll substitute this here. Sine inverse x plus cos inverse x square minus 12 square under root over x is equal to pi by 2. So both of these values will be equal. This value and this value will be equal. Mm, okay, so x square minus 12 square under root over x will be equal to x. Okay, so this is equal to x because see, sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So both of these must be equal to each other. So x square minus 12 square under root is equal to x square. Okay, so x square minus 144 will be equal to x to the power 4. Now x to the power 4 minus x square plus 144 will be equal to 0. Now we can find the solution of this equation using a calculator. Using a calculator, we can find the value. Is everything okay in this solution, or we have done something wrong in this example? Okay, so we did something wrong here. I'll start from, see, the question was, I made a mistake. So that was sine inverse 5 over x plus sine inverse 12 over x. I write this by mistake as x. So that's where our answer got wrong.
Okay.
And when we have converted that, we got 5 over x plus cos inverse x square minus 12 square under root over x. So that was equal to pi by 2. And both of these values are equal to each other because one of them is inside a sine inverse, one of them inside cos inverse, and both are added up to pi by 2. Both are added to give pi by 2. So that will be 5 over x is equal to under root x square minus 12 square over x. So x will be cancelled out here, and 5 square will be equal to x square minus 12 square. So x square will be 12 square plus 5 square, that will be 144 plus 25, which is equal to 169. So x will be equal to 13 units. Whatever the unit of the length is given in the question, that will be 13 units. So this is the value of x. Okay.
Okay.
Shruti, do you have any doubts in this problem?
No, I understood everything.
Okay. So shall we end the class today?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.